guys, today I wanted to focus on some upper body work and some breath work that's going to help with sinuses and just allergies, kind of balancing that out for you. Around this time of year, a lot of people get congestion, and it's just helpful to try this type of breathing to help get everything moving again. Anyway, so come to a comfortable seat. Make sure your spine is nice and straight. And then you're going to take a couple deep breaths. Now, we're going to breathe all the way out of our mouth, and we're going to purse our lips when we breathe out. So just kind of keeping them close together and just letting all the air come out of your lungs. Then you're going to close your nose, both nostrils. Hold your breath for a few counts, so maybe 10, 15 seconds. If it's hard for you to hold your breath, or your body does not like that, or you get dizzy, or you have a heart condition or something, or maybe you're pregnant, I wouldn't recommend holding your breath. You can just work on the alternate nostril breathing that I can show you on the next video, or just any other calming breath. So this breath is for decongesting the sinuses. So breathe all the way out of your mouth. Hold your nose closed and hold your breath. And I'm going to be talking through this, so you just listen and try it. So hold your breath, and then try to keep your mind off of holding the breath. So maybe shake your head yes and no. Maybe do head circles. Just still holding the breath. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. And then when you feel air hunger, like you really want to take a big breath in, then let go of your nose, breathe into your nose nice and slow, just through your nose. And then breathe out. We're going to take about 30 seconds to a minute in between those breaths just to kind of let your body relax. And you might notice some drainage start to happen out your nose. And if you're still pretty stuffed up in your nose, you can try breathing out or in through your mouth if you're not able to breathe in through your nose. On that breath, when we let go of our nose, if you still can't breathe in through your nose, then breathe in through your mouth, just keeping the lips pursed. And we'll do that a few rounds until you start to see a difference, start to notice a difference. So let's try it again. Ready? So breathe all the way out through your mouth. Hold the nose closed. And shake the head yes and no. You're holding your breath. Head circles. Turning left to right, up and down. And when you feel like you can't hold your breath any longer, let go and slowly breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. Let's do that a few more times. So take a couple breaths on your own. If you want to take a little twist, seated twist, just to kind of change things up, sitting up tall. Maybe turn to the other side. Good. Come back to center. Let's do eagle arms just to kind of help loosen the neck up a little bit too. So take your right arm on top of your left, cross at the elbows. You can hug yourself here, stacking the elbows, or you can hug upward and grab your palms. So right here you should be feeling a sensation on the upper shoulders, upper back. You can stay here. You can try lifting the arms or lowering the elbows. Round forward, tuck the elbows into the abdomen, tuck the chin. You can also take one ear to one shoulder and drop the other ear to the other shoulder. and come back up. Shake it out. Let's switch arms. So left arm on top of the right, hug yourself here or hug upward. Again, bringing the arms up and then down. When rounding forward, tuck the chin. Breathe. Take a little ear to shoulder action. And come back up. Shake it out. You can take your arms out wide. Shake, shake, shake. And let's try that breath again. Here we go. Breathe all the way out your mouth. Close your nose. Hold your breath. Shake the head yes and no. Take circles. Reverse the circles. When you can't hold your breath any longer, you feel like you really need to get some air, let go of your nose and breathe in through your nose nice and slow. And breathe out. Let's try that one more time. This time, let's take a little break in between that breath and let's take arch your arms. So take the left arm in the air, bend at the elbow, pat yourself on the back because you're awesome. Then take your right hand behind your back and see if you can clasp your hands together on your back. Or if you can't, you can just rest your hands on your back. Or if you're able to clasp the fingers, then go ahead and do that. So we're pulling the elbows back. Again, working into those arms and the shoulders, loosening things up. If you want to try taking one ear to one shoulder here, and the other ear to the other shoulder, might be a little bit hard on one side. Deep breath in and let it go. Switch, other side. Right arm in the air, bend the elbow, pat yourself on the back. Left hand goes behind your back. Maybe they rest there, maybe they connect. Take a few breaths here. And then drop one ear to one shoulder. Other ear to the other shoulder. And release, shake it out. You can twist a little bit if you want. And let's try that decongesting breath one more time. Here we go. Ready? Breathe all your air out your mouth. Hold your breath. Grab your nostrils, close them, turn the head. When you need air, release the nostrils. Breathe in nice and slow and controlled in through your nose. And let it go. So try to do about 4 to 5 rounds of that breathing and see if it helps you. Make sure you take a 30-second to 1-minute break in between each of the holding of the breath, okay? So let's move on to some more active movements, some more yang movements to kind of get things moving in the upper body and hopefully help you out with any kind of congestion that you're having in your head. So let's start in tabletop. So if you have a blanket and you want to throw it underneath your knees for padding, then you can go ahead and do that. And we're going to run through some cat-cow movements. So your knees will be somewhat underneath your hips and your hands will be somewhat underneath your shoulders. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, pull the shoulder blades together on your back like you're squeezing a pencil back there to hold. And then round the back coming into cat, tuck the chin, pull the shoulder blades apart, and hug the belly in. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. You can even switch it up. You can inhale on the cat and exhale on the cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Keep going. Maybe take any other movements that you like. Maybe sway your hips side to side or hip circles. Just reverse the circles if you take hip circles. And just moving however you need to warm up the spine and the hips and the wrists. And let's take a little wrist stretch because we will be doing some upper body strengthening. We want to make sure our wrists feel nice and good. So tuck your toes, sit back on your heels to warm up the bottom, the soles of the feet. Then take the back of the hand on the mat, fingertips pointing to your knees. Take a few deep breaths here. You want to try to get the whole back of the hand on the mat and really kind of pull back with your arms and push down with the back of your hands to get the full stretch here. Breathe. And we'll flip palm of the hand down, fingertips pointing to the knees. Take a few deep breaths here. You can also take those ear to shoulder stretches side to side while doing these. And then if you want to flip one hand at a time, just back and forth, palm face down, back of the hand, palm face down, back of the hand. You can go all different directions, side to side,
I found this on the
front
web.
to back. Sorry, I might just take that off. So just waking up those wrists. And then we'll sit up and make a fist with your right hand and tap your left forearm. So just starting at the wrist, going up to the elbow and then turning underneath as well. A little Thai massage to warm up the forearms and the wrists. Other side. I like to do this before arm work. You can also do this all the way up to your shoulder as well, and your neck. Just be gentle, not too rough there, but kind of gets things moving. All right, and then shake it out. Come to tabletop, untuck your toes, tap the tops of your feet. Take another round of cat-cow here. And come back to neutral. Let's take some bird dogs. So take your right hand out like you're shaking someone's hand. Kick the left heel back. Flex that left glute. The right toes can be tucked under or untucked. You decide. Hug the belly in here. And the toes can even stay on the ground if you want, or you can lift them. Really reach with that heel and the fingertips. On your exhale, bring the elbow and knee to touch, rounding the back, and hug the belly in to get there. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring it in. Slow and controlled. Inhale out. Exhale in. I'm going to do 5. So 2 more. Then take that arm and leg out to the side. So we're just balancing here. Hold. And bring it back in. Tabletop, 1 round of cat-cow. Come back to neutral spine. We'll take bird dogs on the other side. So left hand forward, right heel back. Find your balance. Really reach with the left fingertips. Kick with that right heel. Breathe. Then exhale, bring it in. Elbow and knee to touch. Slow and controlled. Hug it in. Inhale out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale out, flexing that right glute this time. Exhale in. 2 more. And take that left hand out, right leg out, hold. And bring it back in. 1 round of cat-cow. You can sit back on your heels, shake out your wrists. You can do that at any point that you need a little wrist break. You can also take that right hand forward like you're saying stop. Bend the wrist so the fingertips are pointing down. You take your left hand, pull those fingertips toward you and push the top of the wrist away from you. Breathe. And you can do it the other way, saying stop, but then flip the underside of your wrist to face up to the sky. Pull the fingertips toward you. We'll do the other side. Say stop with the left hand. Turn the fingertips down, pull them toward your face. Push the wrist away. Then the other way around, say stop, turn the underside of the wrist up, and then pull the fingertips toward you. And shake it out. And come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, down dog. You can pedal the feet out, wag your tail. Whatever feels good here. Really lift the hips up and back. Let the head hang. You can shake the head yes and no. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. We're looking for a straight, flat back. So just really pulling the hips up and back. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Then drop down to your knees. And here in tabletop, stretch the right heel back, almost like we were going to do another bird dog. We're just moving the leg back, lifting it up. And exhale, bring it knee to nose, round the spine, and hug the belly in to bring it knee to nose. Then either reach down and grab your knee and place it, or just step forward in between your hands. So you decide if you need to pick it up and place it there, or just use your core to pull it there. And rise up for Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. So inhale. Exhale. Interlace your fingers behind your back, pull the knuckles down, open the chest, and look up. If you're not able to clasp your hands together, you can try to clasp your opposite elbows behind your back. And from there, drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. Take a big breath. Bring the chin to the chest and the nose toward the right armpit. And come back up with your head. Cartwheel the hands down or place the hands down and send the hips back for half splits. Pull the right toes up and fold over that right leg. You can pedal the foot out. And take the hands to the inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot back to meet the left. Take 1 round of cat-cow. You can inhale or exhale on the cow. You decide, just connect breath to movement. And come to a neutral spine. Send the left heel back. Hold here for a moment. Then bring the knee toward the nose, round the spine to get there. Either reach down and pick that foot up and place it there in between your hands, or use your core and maneuver your body to get it there however you want. Then rise up for Anjaneyasana on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Then clasp your hands behind your back or opposite elbows. Reverse the grip if you had clasped your hands. Pull the knuckles down, look up. Breathe. And bring the head back to center. Drop left ear toward the left shoulder. And the right ear toward the right shoulder. And bring the head back to center. Come down for a half splits, pulling the left toes up, sending the hips back toward the heels. The right heel. If I can talk today. You can pedal that foot. And fold over that left leg. Then plant the left foot, take the hands to the inside of that left foot and walk the foot back to meet the right. One round of cat-cow. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Take 3 breaths here. And you can drop to your knees. We're going to come into Anjaneyasana again, or you can stay from down dog, lift the right leg to the sky, bring it knee to nose, and same thing, place that foot in between your hands and drop the left knee down. Rise up. Cactus the arms on your exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then relax the arms down, grab opposite elbows behind your back, really open the chest up, pulling the elbows back. And then you can keep your clasp of your hands and see if you can send the hips back for a half split, still holding on to your hands. If you need to let go and grab your blocks, you can. Just take your time. Just challenging your balance a little bit more. And come back up. We'll take the other side. So downward facing dog. If down dog is just too much for you today, you can drop to your knees and forearms and take puppy pose. That's always an option. And either from your knees or your toes, lift the left leg. And exhale, bring it knee to nose. Set it in between your hands or pick it up and place it there. Right knee down. Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge on the other side. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then clasp the hands behind your back, reversing the grip. Pull elbows back. And send the hips back slowly toward the back heel, lifting the left toes and folding forward. And then release the hands, come back into downward facing dog or puppy. Take a few breaths. From here, lift the heels, roll forward into a plank. You can always drop down to your knees if you would like. Just try to make sure your knees are behind your hips. Hug the belly in, or you can try pushing the belly out. And elbows go back. We're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to your belly. Hands go out to the sides, fingertips pointing down to the ground, and you're just tenting the fingers, elbows pointing up. Lift the chest, squeeze the glutes, press the tops of the feet down. Drop the right shoulder down to the mat, look under the left. Inhale back to center, other side, left shoulder goes down, look under the right, and come back up. We'll do one more on each side. Just moving with your breath. And when you come back to center, we're just going to take those shoulder rolls, rolling one shoulder down toward the mat at a time. And then reverse the circles, kind of like you're just slithering on a mat. Get lower back down. You can take the hands alongside your body. We're going to come up into locust. So squeeze the glutes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Clasp your hands behind your back if you can, and then send the knuckles toward the feet. Lift the chest, pull the shoulders back. You can squeeze the shoulder blades together. If you need to be careful with the low back, just squeeze the glutes to protect the low back. Here you can float the feet if you want. I'm going to keep mine on the mat. Breathe, and then relax down. Let's do one more like that. Clasp the hands, reverse the grip, opposite thumb on top. Then inhale up. Breathe. Exhale back down. From here, reach back with your left hand and grab the left toes. If you have a strap, you might want to use it for this if you're not able to clasp your foot right here. And take your right arm and bring it around. Rest your forehead on your right forearm, just to give yourself a little pillow. We're going to take a nice quad stretch here. So breathe. If you're having any knee pain, you can roll up a blanket and put that underneath your knee in your little knee pit. And by creating some more space underneath the knee, that should help with that knee pain. A few breaths here. And release that foot. We're going to switch straight over to the other side. Left forearm comes over, rest your forehead on that. And reach back with the right hand to grab your right foot and rest down. And release that foot. Bring your hands somewhat underneath your shoulders. Press up for baby cobra, elbows back. You can float the hands if you want or keep them on the mat. Exhale, you can push up to a plank on your knees and then your toes, or just straight up into down dog. Take a few breaths here. And lift the right leg again. You can drop to your knees for this if you want. Bring it knee to nose, then send that foot through. This time we're going to stay high. So if you are on your knee, pick up the back knee for a high runner's lunge and just rock front to back here. Make sure you feel nice and steady so your feet can be hip distance apart. Then rise up for a high lunge. And grab your opposite elbows behind your back. Open your chest up. See if you can drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Then left ear toward the left shoulder. And come back to center. Open up to warrior two. So bend and straighten that front foot if you need to. Push down. Once you feel stable, push down in that right foot and pull the feet together energetically. Push the abdominal walls out like you're going to cough. You can even take a little baby cough. Then straighten the front leg. Reach forward with the right fingertips, kind of popping that left hip back out. Then drop that right hand down for triangle pose. Notice your feet here in triangle pose. Still pushing the abdominal walls out to protect the spine. So your feet are going to look like this when we take fallen triangle. Let's take revolved triangle. So drop the left hand down. You can keep it right there on your shin and lift the right to the sky, or if you have a block or you want to tent your fingers out to the side, you can do that. So since we're twisting, hug the belly in, twist a little further. Breathe. And bend that right knee and rise back up to warrior two. Take a wide-legged forward fold here at the long edge of your mat. Take little side lunges side to side. If you want to take Skandasana, you can bend one knee, straighten the other leg, pull the straight legs, toes up, and then switch to the other side. Your hands can stay on the ground. Your heel can even pop up on that bent leg. There's no rule saying the foot has to be down on the ground, except maybe in some forms of yoga, but in a functional alignment-based yoga, it doesn't matter. You just have to feel stable and strong. All right, once you feel even on both sides, then pivot the left toes back and rise up for warrior two facing the back of your mat. So bend and straighten, anchor the back foot down. Once you feel stable, push down in that left foot and the right and kind of energetically pull them together, activating the muscles in your legs. Then straighten the front leg, reach forward with the left fingertips and down for triangle on the other side. Breathe. You can try to stack your arms here if you want. Push out with the abdominal walls to protect the spine. Then come down for revolved triangle. Right hand goes down to a block here, or to the ground, or to your shin. Lift the left to the sky. Bring the left hand down, come back to that wide-legged forward fold. You can take your little side lunges or any other variation of that forward fold that you like. Once you feel even, then turn the right toes back toward the top edge of your mat and cartwheel up for warrior two. Then cartwheel back down for flowing through a vinyasa from plank, either on your knees or on your toes, lower down. Inhale, press up. Baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Then either from your knees or your toes, lift the right leg to the sky. Bring the right knee toward the right elbow, round the back and hug the belly in to get there. Then shoot that leg across the body over to the left. Take all your weight on the right hand, pivot onto that left foot, fallen triangle, lifting the left arm up to the sky, lift the hips. You can even send that left hand forward to the top edge of your mat. Roll the left shoulder up and back and look up. Breathe. And bring that hand down. We're going to slide that left leg across the body again. Just the right knee, behind the right wrist, setting up for pigeon. So lift the chest, straighten out the spine, and lower down. You can take this on your back for that figure 4 stretch. You can lower to a block or to the ground. Maybe give yourself a little temple massage as you're here. Really try to relax down here, opening the hips. And you can stay right here where you are, or if you want to come up to your hands and turn your body, turn your chest to the left, bend the left knee and reach for the toes of the left leg. So taking another quad stretch here. There's actually, the reason we're working our quads is because there is a channel that runs down the front of the thighs, and that goes straight to the lungs in Chinese medicine. So whenever we're working with the lungs and the breath and the congestion that you may have in your head, that working the lung channel might actually help open that up. So release that. And again, you can use your strap here if you're not able to grab those toes today. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back legs, send that right foot back to meet the left into down dog. You can pedal the feet out, take a flip dog if you want, whatever you need. And from here, lift. I'm just going to turn this way, but you don't need to turn on your mat. So lift the left leg to the sky, or if you're on your knees, bring it knee to nose, however you want to get there. Send the foot through. This time stay high in that runner's lunge on the left. So you can rock front to back a little bit if you want. And then rise up when you're ready. And clasp your arms behind your back, open the chest. Take left ear toward the left shoulder. Take the right ear toward the right shoulder. And come back to center. Release the arms, open up for warrior two. So bend and straighten that left leg if you need to. Anchor down in both feet. Pulling the feet together, activating your muscles in your legs. Push the belly out to protect the spine. Then straighten the front leg, reach forward with the left hand and down, triangle on the other side. Take the revolved triangle, right hand comes down, left hand to the sky. Bring left hand down, take that wide-legged forward fold again. Maybe take your side lunges. Once you feel even on both sides, pivot the right toes to the side, cartwheel up for warrior two. And from here, straighten the front leg, reach forward and down for triangle. Bring the left hand down, right hand up for a revolved triangle. Then bring that right hand down and step back with the right foot. flow through a vinyasa or skip it. Meet us in down dog. And from here, lift the left leg to the sky. Bring it knee to left elbow. Then shoot that leg across your body over to the right. Lift the right arm to the sky. Fall in triangle. Lift the hips. You can send that right arm forward. Open the chest. The right shoulder up and back. And bring the right hand down. Take pigeon on the other side. Left knee slightly outside the body and lower down. Again, you can take this on your back if you want, or you can drop onto that left hip and bend the right knee. As long as you're feeling a sensation on the left outer hip, that's what we're looking for. You can maybe massage your temples, give yourself a scalp massage, or if you're on your elbows, try taking the right ear toward the right shoulder, left ear toward the left shoulder. And you can stay there or come up to your hands. Twist your body to the right, bend the right knee, grab the right toes, or use your strap to help you. Stay here and breathe, taking a nice quad stretch. If it feels better to keep your chest straight, then do that. If it feels better to keep your spine straight, then do that. And release that foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, take a downward facing dog or a flip dog or three-legged dog. Whatever feels nice. And we're going to meet on our back until you feel balanced. Give your knees a hug. You can rock side to side. You can try taking Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch, reach through your legs, grab the outsides of your feet, push your knees away from you and pull your feet toward you. And take Happy Baby, lifting the heels to the sky, straighten one leg, bend the other, if you're feeling that. Bring the feet back down, knees bent, we'll take bridge pose. So press the low back down, squeeze the glutes, lifting the hips up, push down with the heels. And lower down slowly. Windshield wiper the knees. And then take your arms out to the sides, straight out of your sockets. You can keep the knees bent if you want. And we're just going to roll over to the right. Rolling, rolling, keep rolling all the way till you get to your belly. And the arm is underneath you, underneath your chest or right above your chest. And then take your left arm around and rest your forehead on it. So here we're looking for a sensation on the outer right shoulder. And if you're not feeling that, or if you have your body's in the way here, you can even try taking this on a bolster or a pillow underneath your arm and then fold over, and sometimes that will help give you more sensation in your shoulder. And then we'll come out of that nice and slow back to our back. So you'll have to straighten out your body. And then take the arms out to the sides. I like to take my hands face up. And then roll over to the left this time. Keep rolling all the way to your belly. Arm will be underneath you. Then take your right arm around. Rest your forehead on that right forearm. Stay here and breathe and rest. And come out the way you came, rolling back to your back. And take a big hug with your knees. Let the knees fall over to the right. Actually roll all the way onto your right. You're going to sleep there. Move this thing. So make sure your knees are nice and high so that we can access a higher part of your back here. The higher your knees, the higher we will access on your spine. So then really take this slow. So take that left hand to your left side body and take your right hand to the top of that left knee. You're just kind of holding it down. And then you can maybe melt the head down to the mat or to a block. And we're going to open the chest. Take your time opening up to the sky, letting that elbow reach for the floor behind you, but maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Also hoping for the shoulder to touch eventually. And if it does end up touching eventually, then you can take the left arm straight out to the side and see if you notice a gentle stretch or pull on the inside of that left arm. Relax the belly. You can turn the head to the right or to the left. You decide. Then you're going to roll back over to your right side. Take your time. So first bring the left hand back to your left side body, and then roll back. You can use your right hand or right arm as a pillow. Take a couple of deep breaths here on your right side. And then roll over to the left side body. Get your knees up nice and high. Stay here on your left side. Left hand to the top of your right knee. Right hand to your right side body. And slowly melt the elbow back behind you. If you get your shoulder and elbow to the ground, or you can just get the elbow to the ground, reach the right arm out to the side, turn the head to one side or the other, and just notice that gentle stretching on the inside of that right arm. Relax the belly, relax the shoulders. And come back, actually bring the right hand back over to the left, rolling back on your left side. Stay there for a moment, allowing your spine to adjust. And come back to your back. Give yourself a big hug. Take 3 long, slow breaths, or if you want to practice that breathing that we tried in the beginning by exhaling all of the air out of your mouth, holding your nose, turning your head side to side until you need to take another breath, then inhaling slowly through the nose. You can do that 3 to 4 times. And then fully relax your body after that. And for the sake of time on this video, just lie here after doing that breathing for 5 to 10 minutes, fully relaxed, taking your Shavasana that you deserve. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this helps out your practice, and I hope you feel better. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.